Keto Diamond, your favorite little keto goofball diamond. And today is day 1490, I think. I'm not even sure. Why would I get copyrighted?
I'm gonna watch another way.
Okay, well, don't watch the movie too close to the video camera.
Okay.
Huh.
I'm 1 mile away.
This is just another day in my crazy, insane, absolutely ridiculous life sometimes. As you can see, my scalp is still burnt, still sunburnt from Carowinds. If you missed the video earlier, I said I'm going to buy one of those big old rimmed hats. I'm going to start wearing that sucker like everywhere. I also bought some sunblock, but you know, I don't know what to do. It's not going to I can't spray it in my hair. I mean, actually I probably could, and I probably will, because you know, I didn't even know it was burnt till my comb hit it, and it was excruciating. Whew. So let's talk insanity, absolute insanity, and then I'll get to the rest of the video, or sorrow and everything. So good news is my nephew seems to be getting better. He had the COVID shot, got COVID from it, got very, very ill, but he's doing better. Apparently almost everything's improved except for maybe a little breathing issue, and he's weak. But other than that, he's doing better. Unfortunately, his sister, my niece, is now on life support. Not with COVID. The COVID test came back negative. My mom had called her or something. I don't know if she called my mom or my mom called her. But she was laying on the couch, so she's had fevers and chills for days, and she couldn't breathe good, and she was really, really scared. So my mother in our town called 911 in our town, and our town's like, we don't service that area, so they gave her the number for that area. She called that area, sent an ambulance to my niece, who had extremely low blood pressure and extremely low oxygen levels. So since her brother's getting over COVID, which they don't live together, they don't really even associate together that much, but since he was getting over COVID, we assumed she had it too, only she does not. Or apparently she does not. She has severe pneumonia though, and it's complicated by something else, probably illicit, that I don't even want to venture to guess at. So I mean, I was on my way to work today when I got that phone call, and my husband went in and told his supervisor, but I would be working under him today, so technically I guess he would be my supervisor for the day anyway, that there was a family emergency and we needed to go. And I'm like, I get that phone call as I'm pulling into the driveway at work. You know, I'm like, what do I do with this? I don't even know what to do. And they haven't been able to reach my mom at the time. And so you guys, if you're the praying sort, if you'll pray for my nephew to continue his recovery and my niece to heal completely, that would be amazing. Sometimes it feels like you're getting beat down. And this year, more particularly than normal, and of course there was some past things that really beat me down, but this year, man, there's been so much going on in my life that my stress and anxiety levels are probably through the roof, and I hate any kind of ideal of anxieties or stress. I hate it. It drives me crazy because I'm a goofy person. I don't like being serious. I don't like being angry. I don't like being sad. I like being goofy. I like being me. But lately, I mean, the thing with my mom earlier in the year, which turned out all right, the thing with my nephew, which so far so good, and this, are you kidding me? Really? But that's enough of that. I don't really know what else to say about it right now either. And being just the aunt, I can't call and get updates because she's unconscious and can't speak for herself. I can call my sister if she had common sense and decency, but breathe and don't be angry. Alright, so I'm going to change the subject. We're going to do a flip, okay? If you missed it, I posted a video earlier on all the things, the vitamins, minerals, supplements I'm taking, what I'm planning to do for my skin, which is more sunblock, only because we spend so much time in the car and the UVA rays penetrate, which cause skin cancer and sun damage quicker than just regular sun. And the sun actually has some great rays like vitamin D that come in through those car windows, that does not come in through the car windows rather, but the bad ones do. So got some sunblock for that. This is SPF 50. And I also want to use it on my arms. The only place that I catch a tan really, really easy is like my forearms and my shoulders. They burn too, but I catch a tan on them. But as you can see, well, it's being whited out by the light. I've got a ton of scars on my arms. And I feel like I would feel better about myself if the scars weren't so noticeable. And they're only really, really noticeable because my arms get really dark, but the scars are really white. So I've got little white dots, and large white dots, all over my arms. So maybe that'll make me feel just a little better. And I'll just use like a squeegee of sunscreen, self-tanner or whatever. I don't know if I will or not, but yeah, I want to try to prevent a little sun damage if I can, and maybe, like I said, feel a little better about myself as far as my arms are concerned. That's one thing that's always bothered me, because like a few people would speak up and say, "Do you have leprosy or something?" I'm like, rude much, really? But they're just mosquito bites. I'm allergic to mosquitoes. They love me. They think I'm the tastiest snack on the planet. I swear they do. But that's what I'm doing. And I mentioned the vitamin D3 K2 in the other video, and I've talked about it here a lot. If you are taking D3, you need to be taking K2 as well. The reason being, obviously, most people need vitamin D3 because they're not getting enough of it from the sun. You can't get enough of it from your diet. I don't care what they tell you, you can't. Alright, well, D3, of course, that's the good vitamin. The problem is D3 causes calcium to build up in your joints and arteries. Makes those hard, like pipe-like. You don't want that. K2 moves that calcium from your joints and arteries into your bones and teeth where it belongs. And it was actually very irresponsible of my doctor, now that I've learned more about it, to supply me with such heavy doses of D3 and D3 over the years, which didn't work anyway. They didn't bring my levels up without K2. And that could have honestly made me worse off. So knowing what I know now, I take the D3K2. Somebody said, it says 1 drop is a dose on there. The recommended amount from Dr. Berry, and this was a while back, he had done a video on it. The recommended amount of vitamin D3 versus K2, I added it up, and with the one I've got, is 7 droplets of the amounts he recommended. So that's what I started using. That's why I don't just use the 1 dose, the 1 drop. Sorry. Outside all day yesterday. Monday, rather. I was in the daggone building all night last night working. The only good, it's not even a good thing, but the only thing pleasant about today was not having to go to work. God, it was hot and ridiculously hot, and that building would have been sweltering. In fact, when we pulled in and my husband went in to tell the supervisor, people come out and said, "Don't go in there. Don't do it. You save yourself." So can't wait for winter. Now on to the keto stuff, which of course I'm dreading and regretting and don't want to go to at all. Don't want to do. So I got off the hook the first day. So what I did on Monday worked out. On Tuesday I weighed the exact same thing I weighed Monday morning, which was a major shocker because I should not have. Unfortunately this morning it caught up with me and I did not weigh the same thing or lower than I did yesterday. I didn't do well on Monday at all, which honestly I rarely do on family outings. I rarely do on family events. But it started off okay. We went to Hardee's for like a lunch before we headed to Carowinds. I ordered a low-carb burger. They gave me one with a bun. And I peeled most of the bun off because I wanted to hold on to something because that one was really, really sloppy. So I just kind of held on to it. Before I finished the sandwich, I kind of went into the screw it mode and just ate the damn bread because it was messy and it was falling every which way. I didn't have to do that. That's what I chose to do. And I kind of regretted it instantly, but what's done is done. You know, you've already done it now. But I felt okay. I didn't feel too terrible. I didn't feel tired and sluggish when I got to, maybe it just wasn't that much, you know, versus the meat and the protein. And again, I didn't eat all the bread. I just had peeled off enough to hold on to, but I did eat the few bites that I left on there. Well, we got to Carowinds, and then I made a huge mistake. I bought one of those cups, which you refill all day for free. Those damn things are expensive, by the way. If you want to buy a refillable cup all day long, it's $15 per cup. I bought two, one for Corey and Aaron and Anthony, one for me and Big Brian, which Zach also managed to get a hold of. I don't mind though, but Destiny and Brian already have their cups. So I filled it up with what I thought was Powerade Zero. On my next round to the drink fountains, I realized they didn't have Powerade Zero, just regular Powerade. So I've been drinking regular Powerade. Now, luckily, come on, allergies, I still didn't feel that bad. I didn't feel kicked. I didn't feel horrible. I didn't feel awful. So it made what I tried next no sense at all. And we didn't eat at Carowinds. I had free tickets to eat, and I just didn't use them. So I'll give them to Brian and Destiny for their next trip to Carowinds. I don't want to make another trip there. I'm good. But, sorry, you guys. I don't know what's going on with my throat. It wasn't like this a few minutes ago. Alright, but when we left, me and hubby left, sweat dripping and pouring, just a hot and miserable, burnt. Even though, like I said, 3 layers of sunblock, 3 different times hit me with it. Except for my scalp. Cause do they make sunblock and shampoo? I mean, y'all see how red my scalp is? Look at that. It's scalp wide. It's my whole scalp. But hey, the rest of it sunk in, so it's fine. But that's hot, and it hurts when I like comb it or anything. I have to be very, very careful. And I actually had bought some hair dye because I was going to dye my hair. Okay, sorry, back to the keto stuff. I'm not dyeing it yet because I don't want to hurt myself. But when we left there, I was like, I'm kicked anyway. I'd really like to try something I've never tried before. My husband's like, what? I said, well, I've only been to Chick-fil-A like twice in my entire life. And the last time was probably 15 years ago. So we went to Chick-fil-A. They had grilled chicken nuggets. Keto safe, right? Good to go. But I've been wanting to try something they called with the Chick-fil-A sauce. Oh, that was a hard kick. I felt that almost instantly. My feet started to swell, my hands started to swell, my throat clogged up, my nose clogged up. Sorry, something fell over. I felt it throughout my entire body. I even started getting little shooting pains throughout around the kidney area. And I was like, oh, that was quick and painful. And ow. So I look at the ingredients, which I should have done beforehand, but I was thinking I'm kicked anyway. Let's see what it tastes like because I hear so many great things about it. Lord have mercy, y'all. The second ingredient is sugar. The third one is corn, fructose, high corn syrup, fructose, whatever. You know what I mean? It's sugar dip. It's literal sugar dip. People love it so much because it's sugar. And it was hard. It was painful. It did taste good. Well, I mean, actually, it was weird. The first couple bites, I didn't care for it. But I kept eating it. And then I started to enjoy it a lot. Like, really, really good. You know, and I was like, ooh, this stuff is dangerous. And Corey has a bottle of it. And on the back of it, she got from Walmart or something. It says it only has 8 grams of carbs. Which doesn't sound too terrible, but when you're talking like 2 teaspoons or something like that, it adds up pretty quick. So, yeah, that was a hard kick, and I felt it in every part of my body. Every part. And before then, I had been, having good bathroom breaks all day, urination and all that. And I wish I could say it stopped there, that I learned my lesson. But I'm already kicked now, so, hey. Stopped by a convenience store. I want a 3 Musketeer and a Butterfinger and a Rice Krispie treat. Might say I went on a little bit of a sugar bender. Then I came home and I ate a Tostino's pizza. And that was it for the day. And yesterday, all day long, I was pretty good. I didn't do anything really wrong. For lunch, where did we go? I think I had a couple chicken thighs yesterday. And then the makings of a chicken quesadilla from Taco Bell, just the stuff on the inside. And I felt fine. I felt like I was in ketosis and didn't hurt all over. And because I've been doing this for 4 years, I come back in very, very quickly. But the fat burning mode doesn't really start up right away, which is where I'm making the biggest mistake, is that I'm actually not giving the fat burning stuff long enough to really kick in and burn any more fat off, because I keep doing dumb stuff like that. Not like that, just usually more minor stuff, but still yet, nevertheless, it has the same effect. But morning 2, I shot up. Oh my goodness. And I felt like crap for it mentally. But at the same time, I try not to get too down on myself. I really do. But I'm going to go ahead and show you the 3 weigh-ins. I think I've got them. I'm going to show them at the end. I am, because for some reason these videos with this video editor, which has used to work so wonderfully, has gotten to be ridiculous. And every time I download a new editor, I just don't like it. But I'm going to have to get another one, because this one's starting to blow. I mean, I don't get the black screen. If you really did want to see the video of the kids at Carowinds, it is over on my Facebook page, my regular standard Joni Sutphin Wilson page. Warning, though, you might be triggered, and I don't care. So, I mean, I don't want to put it like that, but it's the truth. It's a personal page, you know, it's my page. So, yeah, but I felt mentally crappy. Physically, by the end of that first day, I felt physically crappy after I started doing the chicken sauce. But the next day, I felt fine, and I just carried on my little keto way. Today's been a great keto day, and I hope it stays that way. Well, okay, it's 10:30 almost at night. It better stay that way. As far as I know, I have no plans of doing anything wrong, but usually I don't have to make plans to do anything wrong. It just seems to sort of end up in my mouth, and it happens. So, I want to get back right so bad. I want to get this other 50 pounds off of me, but it's my fault, and I have nobody to blame but me. And being hard on myself while being stressed and anxious just makes things worse. So, you know, what can you really do about it? But I'm trying. I'm still here with you every day. I'm still putting in my keto journey every day. I'm still pushing towards the keto goal every day. Not exactly succeeding, but I'm pushing towards it. And I'm gonna, just keep pushing. That's all I can do. So as always, guys and dolls, make your next meal keto. Keep pushing. We'll break this stall one of these days. We'll get out of this little rut one of these days. And until then, just keep trying. That's it. And you know what? If you're new, please don't take what's going on with me as an excuse to have bad behavior. Don't say, okay, well, she's failing, let me fail. No. That's your life and your choice. Don't base it on mine. Do you, do the best you can, and push as hard as you can. Because it is a very easily successful journey if you hold the line. And I don't always hold the line like I should anymore. But I used to, enough to get 155 pounds off and keep it off for, so far 4 years. It can be done. And it can be done with less struggles that I'm having. I'm just not, something's not connecting. That's what it is. And I've got to get it back right. But finding those Chick-fil-A nuggets, the grilled chicken nuggets, those things are wonderful. I had them today. You'll see that tomorrow. They're really, really good tasting. I think they're actually better than the blackened tenders from Popeyes. I really like them. You know what would make them better? Hot sauce. I got a massive thing of Texas Pete. We might just smear some in one day with some ranch. I wonder if I can have hot sauce and ranch mixed together now. Alright, so earlier in my keto journey, every time I put hot sauce and ranch, I loved the taste. Loved it. But I always went up. And it wasn't, but I was dipping pork skins in it, so maybe just the 3. I don't know. But hot sauce and ranch is my thing. I like it. I like it a lot. So I might just try that out as soon as my belly button itches. I need to go take a shower. That's probably what it is. But anyway, guys, if you are the praying type, throw my niece a prayer down that she gets out of her life support and heals and gets healthy. And she's just a kid, you know. She's 34 years old. She's just a baby. And it's infuriating, and it's sad, and it's sickening, and my clothes are done. Alright, y'all. Y'all know the routine. If you need help with your ketogenic journey, my contact information is below, and I help everybody for free. There are ways to donate to the channel and help me out with various things. If you would like to, they're also in the description section below. And there's some pretty cool links to Shashka bracelets, ORGAIN Collagen peptides, and other ORGAIN products for 30% off your first order. Keto Mojo, 15% off. Let me get the hell off here because I'm tired. And thankfully, I don't have to work tomorrow. And I don't think I have to work anymore. I'm just going to work weekends from now on for a while because there's too much stress on me. And it's too damn hot. This winter, they need somebody to work overtime. I'm your girl. All day long. As long as I'm not profusely sweating, I will be there with bells on. But this heat, y'all, they put AC in there. I'll be there with bells on. I don't like my clothes sticking to me so much I'm not sure if I can get my pants back up before I leave the bathroom. That happened to me. I was wearing knee pants at that. I went to the bathroom and I couldn't get my pants back up because I was wet and they were wet and they just didn't want to go. I was like, I'm going to have to call from the bathroom and say I can't go. Sorry about that, you guys. That was my mom. She wants to go see my niece tomorrow, but she's not sure she'll be able to. They only let one person at a time in. She can't see very well, and she wouldn't be able to navigate through there. And I told her to call them and see if they would let 2 people back considering her eyesight, and we'll see what happens from there. And then she's also scared that maybe the test results were a false negative and that she does actually have it. So she's scared that she would bring it back to my dad and my grandkids and all that. And that is worrisome too. So, but the child should not be up there alone all the time, and none of her family going up there. What do you do? Alright guys, I'm going to get off here. Much love, many prayers. Throw them out there if you got them. And I'll see you tomorrow. It is 166.2. Good morning, you guys. 166.2. Alright, you guys. It is Wednesday morning. It's showing 167.8. Yep, that's where we're hanging. Give my ketones and blood glucose a check. This is the ketones. If you're interested in a meter, you can get 15% off down in the description section. 0.2, nothing too shocking. The glucose. The Mojo will read both the glucose and the ketones. It's actually not too terrible. 0.2 and a 94, but with different strips, and you can get the whole kit from the Keto Mojo site down in the description. And with that link again, and it might be a code, you get 15% off the entire kit.